Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you have not been here before, my name is Debbie and I read a lot of books. Today I've done another one on BorrowBox, the library app, and this one is called White Rabbit, Red Wolf. Tagline is "This story is a lie." It's written by Tom Pollock. That's your front cover. I found the front cover very intriguing. Yeah, so this is for young adult, 13 plus, and is in crime, thriller, mystery, social science and young adult fiction. Sometimes I forget just how much stuff that 12-year-olds are allowed to watch. And I was reading it, I was just thinking, this feels a lot older than 12 plus. I'll just get straight in with that blurb for you. Peter Blankman is afraid of everything, but must confront truly unimaginable terror when his mother is attacked. 17-year-old Peter Blankman is a maths prodigy. He also suffers from severe panic attacks. Afraid of everything, he finds solace in the orderly and logical world of mathematics and in the love of his family, his scientist mum and his tough twin sister Belle, as well as Ingrid, his only friend. However, when his mother is found stabbed before an award ceremony and his sister is nowhere to be found, Peter is dragged into a world of espionage and violence where state and family secrets intertwine. Armed only with his extraordinary analytical skills, Peter may just discover that his biggest weakness is his greatest strength. Yeah. This was a really good book. Not what I was expecting from something in the young adult section. It starts off fairly mundane. I say that. When you first meet Peter, he is in the midst of a panic attack, and there's like 3 stages to his panic attacks, which are basically run, freak out, and eat. Yes, eat. And at the beginning of the book, he has run out of food to eat and has started to eat a salt shaker. So he's got metal in his mouth, and his mum finds him in like the middle of the night in the pantry with like glass shards hanging out of his mouth, and she's calming him down. And you find out about his twin sister, who is like 8 minutes older than him, and they are getting ready for an award ceremony at their mum's work. So I say it starts off fairly mundane. You basically introduce straight away to Peter's panic attacks and how vulnerable he is, and throughout the book you see that vulnerability turn into a bit of strength for him as the story goes on. So yeah, he doesn't like attention on him. So the fact that he needs to be there for his mum, he is aware that some attention will go onto him being there for his mum's awards do. And when they go to the awards do, he has a major panic attack and he runs. And when he is in the midst of the panic attack, he kind of blanks out. When he comes back to, his mother is lying on the floor in the corridor, stabbed. And his sister, his twin sister Belle, is nowhere to be found. And that is what starts off the rest of this story. And you find out that the twins' mum is not at all what you expect. And you find out more about their father. You find out about the secrets that are being held within this family. You go in from the present, which is when the awards do happens and everything falls apart, and you're also looking back in time at what turn out to be quite significant moments for Peter as he tries to piece everything together, because when his mother is found stabbed, a woman who he has met at the party, at this celebration, takes him aside and takes him into this world of espionage and spies. And yeah, as I said, I didn't know what I was getting when I started this book. At first I thought it was going to be, because of the way that Peter is presented and the way that he goes inside his mind, I was trying to understand how much of his mind was involved. That'll make more sense when you read the book. And that also lends itself to a slightly unanswered question at the end of the book of how much is in his mind. But not quite what you think when you hear it like that. But yeah, the book is about him finding his sister, understanding his own weaknesses to actually be strengths, nature versus nurture. I don't want to, there's something I was going to say, but I think that was going to spoil it too much. Yeah, it has to do with the way the mother treats the twins and how they have been brought up differently, and how that lends to the mother's actual job. I'll just say that. The White Rabbit, Red Wolf is actually a reference to the twins in this world of espionage and code names. So yeah, there was also another code name in there, which is what puts the confusion over you at the end when there's still an unanswered question about another character and their influence. And yeah. This is one where I really can't say much, just because once I go down that road it will be full on spoiler territory. But I thought it was fascinating. As a young adult book, don't think of this as just being for teenagers. Like, I was greatly entertained by this. I feel like it could make an excellent film, to be honest, in that going down that espionage spy route. As a bit of an action film. It is interesting to talk about a book that has so many opportunities for spoilers while you're talking about it. But yeah, you start off with Peter having that first panic attack, and you find out about his life leading up to that point, and then him figuring things out after his sister goes missing and his mother is injured, and trying to piece together the puzzle that his sister Belle has left, and trying to find out like who attacked their mother. Their mother. It's really clever. I find it interesting that I've read 2 maths books back to back, because the book that I read directly before this was The Humans by Matt Haig, which was very maths focused because it was based on the idea of the human race solving a mathematical equation that they're not ready for. And this book is about Peter, and he finds comfort in maths, and he uses that. So like when he's in the midst of his panic attacks, like one of the first things he'll do is start counting, and then when he runs out of things to count, he then eats. This was just, I didn't know what to expect. I really enjoyed it. There were points where I was just like, what the hell am I reading? And then just as more came out, it was just like, I don't even care at this point. It's just so clever and just not what I was expecting, even though I don't even know what I was expecting when I went into this book. But yeah, White Rabbit, Red Wolf. Anything of that sounds interesting to you. Yeah, it says, sometimes courage is just knowing what you're more afraid of. This story is a lie. There you go. So the next ebook I have on here is Animal, but I am reading The Spider, which is the last book in the Unalina series. I'm also started listening to the Beatrix Potter Complete Tales. I'm only a couple of books in, but I've got like 4 hours left, so it won't take me long at all to finish that. And then I've got Animal by Lisa Taddeo, and the other audiobook on here I have is The Last Family in England by Matt Haig. I'm on a Matt Haig kick as well at the moment. And then in my reserves I've got Bridget Jones's Diary by Helen Fielding, The Comfort Book by Matt Haig, The Daughter by T.M. Logan, and then on the audiobooks I've got The Radleys by Matt Haig, Cecilia Ahern's Into the Storm, The Killing Scent by Sam Blake, and then the second of the Confessions of a 40-something Fuck Up by Alexandra Potter. So it is a real eclectic thing I've got going on there. And then I'm also about to start the Genevieve series of The Beaufonts by Sarah Noffke and Michael Andel. So yeah, I'm reading lots because I injured my leg, and I've actually had my first physio appointment today, and it was, God, he worked miracles. So I'm just concentrating on getting my knee better and being able to bend it properly. So I've been doing some exercise, but I don't want to overdo it because he's done a lot of massage and just trying to help me move it again. So yeah, I just don't want to overdo it and feel like really sore later. So yeah, White Rabbit, Red Wolf. I really enjoyed it. I think it's also because his mother is attacked, there is an element of mystery about it, which, as we all know, I am a big murder mystery fan. So yeah, it satisfied that itch. But But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and tune in next time for another video. I love you all. Stay safe. Bye.